Lovely to have you here. Welcome to the Electro Revolution channel. My name is Michael and I'm a car and tech enthusiast. In this episode, we're going through the Everything Electric EV show that was held in Melbourne, Victoria, between the dates of the 14th of November and the 16th of November. Now, this is the second part to the episode so far. If you haven't watched the first episode, I invite you to go watch that. I'll pop it up onto the screen now. Now, in this particular episode, we're still continuing the different stands. Now, I'll just give you a quick summary of the stands that we visited in this episode. First, we did the Xpeng, Alfa Romeo, then we did the Kia and Tesla police cars. That was quite interesting. We did the Deepal, the Fiat, the Jeep, the Mercedes-Benz, the Lotus, the smart vehicles, which was the #1 and #3. We revisited the Tesla stand. We looked at the Cadillacs, the Savic motorcycles. Now, they were quite interesting there. And the VW vans. And we also looked at mobility for scooters and bikes. So things like the Astreea One scooters and the Kyburz Electric Vehicles. And they're the ones that Australia Post use if you're in Australia. And we also looked at service providers. Now, the service providers we looked at were AGL, Renew, the Flinders University solar car, Revcharge, which was the bi-directional charging facility, which they're quite new in Australia, Revival, Zeco Energy, XTra Volted Vintage. Now, what they do is they do convergence between older cars to newer cars. And we looked at the carport systems like Goodwe and Alspec solar. Now, to me, they were fantastic innovations where we can start seeing these potentially in shopping centres and even our own homes. Now, we also looked at the stands for the ChargeNextDoor, Aviloo and Elusso. And with ChargeNextDoor, for example, that's community charging. Like, for example, if I wanted to charge other people's vehicles using my home charger, maybe they can park in my driveway or something and I charge them. That's what that service is for. So it's quite interesting the way they do things. And of course, you had Aviloo and Elusso. Difficult, maybe it's a European name, but difficult to pronounce. But yeah, they would do battery diagnostics and provide certificates for vehicles and things like that. So I really hope you enjoyed this episode. It was quite enjoyable for me to go through the filming, and I hope you do get something out of all of this because a lot of these people in the stands are essentially people that we don't know and or may not be aware of, and something we could take down their details, look at their websites and see the services that may be beneficial to us. So I really hope you enjoy this episode.
Now we come to the Xpeng stands, or XiaoPeng. The X9, such a lovely vehicle. We went through all that vehicle before. As you can see, Xpeng's always a popular stand. Usually very hard at EV shows to do a proper rating of the vehicle. So that's what we see here. So here we have the Alfa Romeo, calling it the new Junior, and the Alfa Romeo bike, all full battery electric.
And they charging at 100. Pretty sure.
Now in this back section, we've got vendors essentially that are non-vehicle. However, they supply the services for the vehicles. So I've got here the MyCar service. Now, as we know, MyCar handle all the BYDs. Renew. Basically, most probably offering services or advice or things like that to make a sustainable home. And our potential police cars. That's a Kia. And a Tesla. There's of course some considerations there and potential benefits for the police department. Victoria Police. This one here is the Deepal E07. Now what we saw at the Sydney EV show was the version of the multi-truck, as they call it, the E07, which is this vehicle here. And this is the back of the vehicle. So it is quite a unique vehicle, especially to the Australian market. Now what we see here, of course, is most probably a 1970s or sometime during there, a converted vehicle straight to an EV. And what do we see here? XTra Volted. These are the providers, of course, of most probably some of these older vehicles to convert them into EVs. This is, I guess, for the niche type of community and the classic car collector to modernize their vehicle. So here we have a solar vehicle which is entered into those yearly challenges of solar vehicles. This is from Flinders University, from the Fast Flinders Automotive Solar Team. Another stand here from Kyburz Electric Vehicles, most probably new in Australia, and it's good that they're at the EV show to essentially introduce themselves. Looks like a vehicle from Australia Post. Goodwe Solar Storage and Charging Solutions. And the solar carports. Now we're seeing a lot of these come new into shopping centres like our Woolworths and Coles supermarkets. These are quite good to offer charging solutions for people that need to do their grocery shopping and other shopping in such malls, and for the vendor to make some money also to offer this particular service. Of course, some of them will be free, but some of them won't. And here we see the Fiat stand, the Fiat 500e, the Jeep, and an Abarth. Now, while I produce this video, I'll show some pricing. Unfortunately, these are expensive by the time they come into Australia. But you can see how small they are. For the individual that wants these types of vehicles, they are available. That's a good thing. And what we have here is Revcharge. Bi-directional charging is here. So of course they have the Atto 3. This is a known bi-directional vehicle. And it's good of them to have a stand here also. Community charging hub at Everything Electric Recharge, or Revcharge. Now where we are now is the premium solar carport powered by Alspec Solar. I just had a quick chat with the gentleman here. He said this is Australian owned and operated, and these do solar carports for residential. So they've got both single, double and 3 parking spot stands, all built on aluminium, and they range from the 5K to the 7K. I think he mentioned 7.4 kilowatt solar system. So it's great to see an Australian company actually make these things. And it does have some weatherproofing, because I asked the gentleman, you know, what if we get hailstones or large stones or things like that? And he said they do test against that. So they've got a value there of how much resistance it has. So good to see them at the show. And here we have AGL Energy. AGL, I believe, is in most of these shows promoting their electricity solutions to the general public. And now right at the back of the show, we see some display vehicles. I'm not sure what this vehicle is. Ah yes, the McLaren. Yes, we saw this type of vehicle at the Sydney EV show, a couple of them actually. And this is the Electre that we saw at the Sydney EV show also. If you haven't seen that, you can watch the previous videos of the Sydney EV show where we took a better look at that than here. And we see here a Lotus. I think the car looks quite nice. I've got to admit that Lotus do know how to make good looking cars. And a Mercedes. This says it's a G-Class G580 electric SUV. Another Mercedes. And now we have the smart vehicles. And it's nice for Smart to make a presence on a lot of these EV shows also. That's a Smart number 1 or #1. And a Smart #3.
I reckon I'll be
And here we have an all-electric Cadillac Lyric. Look at that console there. It's huge. Quite a nice interior. Nice boot space. And now it says here Savic Electric Motorbike. Quite an interesting look to it. It looks like it's quite a powerful and grunty type of bike. It's nice design actually. And here we have Revival, another conversion company that'll convert older vehicles into EV powered vehicles. Now, I did have a chat with this gentleman earlier, and he mentioned that they'll do vehicles under 1995 because there's certain criteria for safety that when they do the conversion, they cannot make the vehicle unsafe or more unsafe than it originally was. So they generally say under 1995 they can do the conversions. And this particular vehicle is a 1972 BMW. And this one here is the VW stand, the ID Buzz Cargo, the e-Transporter, the ID Buzz GTX. Interesting front design, isn't it? Actually looks like a face. Quite a large vehicle, but plenty, as you can see, of legroom there. Now here we have obviously another company that deals a lot with solar, battery, EV charging, vehicle to grid, heating, cooling, hot water and induction cooking. So what we have here is Zero Home, Zeco Energy. And they've got there a Zeco Energy, battery source, and answering all of the questions that people have. This is Astreea or Astreea One. Looks like some mobility, maybe high-powered scooters. Look quite interesting. Not a design I've seen before. But there you have it. The Tesla Model Y. And the Model 3. And as we see there, huge frunk. Now here we have some of the other providers of certain features. ChargeNextDoor. And what do we have here?
Oh wow. On it just like
So that was the end of episode 2. Now, one of the benefits I think, or what I'm trying to do in these particular episodes, is get you to take something away. So it's not just like a news item you'd watch on the news and then forget it 5 minutes later. There's service providers here, and a lot of them are Australian made, Australian supported, Australian companies. So for those types of things, I guess we're helping our economy when those things happen. So I hope you do take something away from some of these providers. I can't, of course, vouch for them because I'm as new to them as you. I was just going through the stands and looking at the different services that people had offered. Now, even personally, I saw, I think it was Elusso that did EV memberships, and they give you, giveaways every month. They got clubs that you can, events and trips you can go to, things like that. I mean, I might even join those things. They, sounds quite interesting. Nevertheless, a video like this, I hope you do take something away from it. and it's educational, that not only you learn something from it, but maybe join some of these things, or give you more information to spread the news about these types of companies. Now, thank you for watching the episode. If you did enjoy it, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share this content with someone who'd be interested, or just leave a comment to say thanks. It really all helps. Until the next episode, where we go through the review of different vehicles like the BYD Atto 2 and so forth, and the Leapmotor B10, I should mention. I hope to see you in that episode. Until then, bye for now.